Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A state of being essentially equal or equivalent, equally balanced. The quality of being the same in quantity or measure or value or status. The act of regarding as equal. A state of being essentially equal or equivalent, equally balanced. A mathematical statement that two expressions are equal. Qualities that are comparable. A state of being essentially equal or equivalent, equally balanced. Essential equality and interchangeability. A state of being essentially equal or equivalent, equally balanced. On a par with the best. Golf. The standard number of strokes set for each hole on a golf course, or for the entire course. A par 5 hole. Make a score, on a hole, equal to par. A state at a particular time. The current status of the arms negotiations. The relative position or standing of things or especially persons in a society. He had the status of a minor. A condition or position in which you find yourself. The unpleasant situation, or position, of having to choose between two evils. A job in an organization. The spatial property of a place where or way in which something is situated. The position of the hands on the clock. The particular portion of space occupied by something. A rationalized mental attitude. An opinion that is held in opposition to another in an argument or dispute. A way of regarding situations or topics, etc. The arrangement of the body and its limbs. The relative position or standing of things or especially persons in a society. Atheists do not enjoy a favorable position in American life. A point occupied by troops for tactical reasons. Put into a certain place or abstract location. The act of putting something in a certain place. An item on a list or in a sequence. Moved from third to fifth position. The post or function properly or customarily occupied or served by another. Cause to be in an appropriate place, state, or relation. In team sports, the role assigned to an individual player. What position does he play? The act of positing, an assumption taken as a postulate or axiom. The appropriate or customary location. The cars were in position. The quality of wearisome constancy, routine, and lack of variety. He hated the sameness of the food the college served. The quality of being alike. Sameness of purpose kept them together. Social and political equality. Social and political equality. Egality represents an extreme leveling of society. A social or business relationship. He was sorry he had to sever his ties with other members of the team. A fastener that serves to join or connect. Finish a game with an equal number of points, goals, etc. The teams drew a tie. Create social or emotional ties. One of the cross braces that support the rails on a railway track. The British call a railroad tie a sleeper. A horizontal beam used to prevent two other structural members from spreading apart or separating. He nailed the rafters together with a tie beam. fasten or secure with a rope, string, or cord. They tied their victim to the chair. The finish of a contest in which the score is tied and the winner is undecided. Their record was 3 wins, 6 losses and a tie. Connect, fasten, or put together 2 or more pieces. Neckwear consisting of a long narrow piece of material worn, mostly by men, under a collar and tied in knot at the front. He stood in front of the mirror tightening his necktie. Perform a marriage ceremony. A cord, or string or ribbon or wire etc., with which something is tied. He needed a tie for the packages. Equality of score in a contest. Form a knot or bow in. Tie a necktie. Limit or restrict to. I am tied to eunuchs. Make by tying pieces together. The fishermen tied their flies. Music, a slur over 2 notes of the same pitch, indicates that the note is to be sustained for their combined time value. Unite musical notes by a tie. A one-to-one mapping of one metric space into another metric space that preserves the distances between each pair of points. Equality of elevation above sea level. Equality of measure, e.g., equality of height above sea level or equality of loudness etc. The growth rates in different parts of a growing organism are the same. Capability of being equated. Equality of uniformity and lack of variation. The parity of even numbers, divisible by 2. The quality of being balanced. A wheel that regulates the rate of movement in a machine, especially a wheel oscillating against the hairspring of a timepiece to regulate its beat. Mathematics, an attribute of a shape or relation, exact reflection of form on opposite sides of a dividing line or plane. The 7th sign of the zodiac. The sun is in this sign from about September 23 to October 22. Harmonious arrangement or relation of parts or elements within a whole, as in a design. In all perfectly beautiful objects there is found the opposition of one part to another in a reciprocal balance. A weight that balances another weight. Equality of distribution. Something left after other parts have been taken away. He took what he wanted and I got the balance. Astrology. A person who is born while the sun is in Libra. Hold or carry in equilibrium. Bring into balance or equilibrium. She has to balance work and her domestic duties. A scale for weighing, depends on pull of gravity. A state of equilibrium. Be in equilibrium. Compute credits and debits of an account. Equality between the totals of the credit and debit sides of an account. The difference between the totals of the credit and debit sides of an account.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.